Hey guys, welcome back to Refining with Jessie, the life coach. So today we are going to be talking about how to get into alignment for 2020. And the best way to do that is to start getting rid of everything that needs to go, right? We are starting a new decade. We are starting a new year. We are starting new cycles, and we want to start off on a good foot. And in order for you to be able to do that, you got to start removing everything that no longer serves you. So in order to do that, I'm going to be sharing 6 questions that you need to ask yourself in order to get to the root, get down to the nitty-gritty, so you can figure out what needs to go. So the first question you are going to ask yourself is, what makes you feel anxious and stressed? And this is going to be different for everybody, right? The answer to this question is going to be different for everybody. But whatever that is for you, whatever that means for you, whatever makes you feel anxious and stressed is something that needs to be released and let go. Why? Because it doesn't serve you, right? It's not bringing you any happiness. It's not bringing you any joy. And like I said, this could be a broad spectrum for many people. It could be anywhere from your environment, right? So let's say your home. It could be your home. You come home and when you get home, you feel anxious and stressed. You are stressed out because there's clutter all over the place, right? You're stressed out because there's no type of routine. You're stressed out because people are not pulling their weight. Well, that's something that needs to go, right? That's something that needs to go. You need to get that in alignment. Right? For other people, it might be people who stress them out. It might be so many things, like I said. It could be anything from environments to people to commitments. Maybe you have too many commitments that you have committed yourself to. Maybe too many groups, too many extracurricular activities, right? Maybe you have kids and they have too many commitments that they're committed to, right? And it's stressing you out and makes you super anxious, right? Because you have their schedule becomes your schedule. So that's something to look into. So whatever it is for you, sit down, analyze what makes you feel anxious and stressed. It could be a mindset. It could be the way you are thinking, and start thinking of how to remove that out of your existence. The question 2 is, what drains you but you continue to do? So this could be anything. This could be a job. Once again, this could be people that you are attached to, that they drain you. It could be a mindset. It could be habits, right? It could be a lack of routines. Whatever that is for you, sit down, think about it. Think about what drains you, what drains your energy, what makes you feel depleted, and ways that you can either turn that around or completely remove it out your life. So sometimes what drains you is you. It could be you. It could be your own character traits. It could be stubbornness within you. It could be the lack of ability to apologize when you're wrong. It could be the fact that you do silent treatments to others when you're not getting your way, right? So those are things that you need to leave behind, right? That's a lack of maturity. You need to start maturing within yourself. So like I said, it could be a number of things that need to be left behind, right? So sit down, think about it, and start cutting it out. So the third question you want to ask yourself is, what in your life lacks meaning and substance? And once again, this could be huge, right? It could be people. It could be people in your life that lack meaning and substance, meaning you don't have a deep connection with them. You can't have deep personal conversations with them, but they might bring you some type of drain or strain and inconvenience in your life, right? So you need to start rethinking that. We have a habit as human beings to collect things. We collect. It could be items. It could be people, right? We just collect things. We become almost like, a living museum, and things become permanent fixtures that they probably need to go, right? So if they don't have any meaning or substance in your life, start rethinking it, right? Go through your house. Figure out what you no longer need to hold on to. If the things that are in your reality do not hold substance and meaning, maybe at one time they did, but they no longer do, start thinking about it. Start thinking about removing it. What's the point on holding on to anything that doesn't have a deeper value or deeper meaning, or you can't use it in any way, shape, or form, right? Like I said, we have the ability, all of us do, to hold on to things and create fixtures in our world, in our reality. So whatever that is for you, whether it's even a mindset, start looking at it and figuring out what needs to go. We are entering a new decade, a new phase of life, a new 10 years. What do you want your 10 years to look like, right? What do you want to be included in your 10 years? If there's something that doesn't lack meaning to you any longer, and there's no substance to it, it does not hold you down in some way, let it go. Question 4 is what in your life does not align to your values? And this is a big one, okay? This is a big one. A lot of people are living a life that is not attached to their core values. And when you live a life that's not attached to your core values, you're always, always going to live in disappointment. Why? Because it doesn't align to who we are as individuals. What do I mean by that? Well, what are our core values? Everybody has different values instilled in them, right? So this could be anywhere from like loyalty to honesty to creativity, mindfulness to efficiency, open-mindedness, dependability, stability. Start looking into your life and figure out what does not align with your core values. It's easy for us to disconnect from our value system, and like I said, we just collect things. You know, people come in, things come in, and you know, atmospheres, we get involved in groups and whatever have you, and we just kind of say, okay, it feels comfortable here. But do they align with your core values, right? And as individuals, we keep growing. I'm always talking about growing, right? We change in life. And what we settled for at one point in the stage of our life is probably different from what we want. Or maybe the reality you had in the last 10 years, you want that to look completely different. So in order for it to look completely different, what you got to do? You got to make different choices, right? So whatever you let slip by or whatever you weren't awakened to, and now you might have the knowledge, right? When you know better, you do better, right? Maya Angelou. Well, start looking at that and start saying, what doesn't align with who I am as a person now? What doesn't align to the lifestyle I want to live or the lifestyle I'm living now? What doesn't align to things I want to go towards in my next 10 years to come, right? Really look at that. It might be people, it might be friends, it might be groups, it might be activity. It could be what you're putting into your body, the foods that you're eating. Maybe you're eating a lot of processed foods and you're like, okay, well, I want to eat healthier. Well, that doesn't align to, you know, who you want to become or your core values now. So start changing that. There might be jobs that we're attached to, right? You might have a job that doesn't align to your creativity. You might have a job that doesn't align to your integrity. You might have a job that doesn't align to your health, right? Like there's a lot of jobs that, you know, the environments are toxic, right? And that's not good for us. Well, start making moves to change that, right? Make a plan, you know, to cut that out and start looking towards a different place of employment. So that's what I mean by it does not align to your core values. Whatever doesn't align to your core values. Maybe 10 years ago you got on social media and now you're looking at it and you're like, you know what? I really don't want social media in my life, or I don't really need it anymore. You know, well, no one says you have to stay on social media. You can cut it out. So really look at what needs to be cut out, what does not align to who you are as an individual or what you want to go towards, and just cut it out. So the next question is going to be, what in your life is not supporting your goals and your dreams? And that's a big one, guys, right? What do you want to see manifest in the next 10 years of your life? It's going to be super hard to manifest anything positive if you have things that are blocking you and things that are holding you back. So you need to get really real with yourself and start looking at what is holding you back. And this could be, like I said, anything, starting with you. Always start with you. It could be characteristics about yourself. It could be habits like procrastination, not having good time management skills, you know, investing in a mentor. Like, what are you investing in? If you're investing in things that are not helping you go towards your goals, like what I mean by that, like you're investing in shoes, you're investing in bags, you're investing in materialistic things, you're invested in drinking, you're invested in smoking, you're invested in hanging out, like you're spending money on these things, but you're not investing in yourself. That's something that needs to go. It's going to hold you back. Start thinking about what these things are and start getting rid of it slowly and surely. It could be people. It could be people that are blocking you. It could be a group of friends. It could be activities that you do. It could be that you have no plan. It could be that you have no focus, right? You have a vision, but you don't have a focus. So what's blocking that focus? And whatever's blocking that focus, let it go. It could be TV. It could be drama. It could be distractions, whatever's a distraction for you. So sit down, pinpoint it, and cut it out. Sixth and last question you need to ask yourself is, what are you attached to that continually brings you grief? So many people are attached to things that bring them so much grief. This could be a relationship. This could be a romantic partnership. This can be a mindset. This could be, you know, feeling sorry for yourself. This can be, I can't do it. This could be negative thinking. This can be anything. Whatever you are attached to that continually brings you grief, detach from it. Cut it out of your life. It could be addictions. It could be anything that you are addicted to. It could be resentment. It could be anger. It could be jealousy. It could be envy. Whatever you are attached to that continually brings you grief and holds you down and holds you back, you need to let that go. There is no way you are going to have a prosperous, healthy 2020 if you cannot let these things go. There's a lot of people who lost someone this year or have lost people in the past, right? And it's super unfortunate, and my condolences go out to you. But guys, we have to understand that life goes on. It's difficult, it's hard, right? But you are still present on this earth. And while it's super difficult to let go someone we love, a loved one, someone that we miss and we crave and we want to be around, the reality of the situation is that they are no longer present, and you are still on this earth. You are still living. So you need to live your life, right? So keep on living, right? For everyone else that's dealing with other type of grief like resentment and anger and betrayal and things of that sense, you need to let that go. You have to understand there's a reason why everything happens in life, and even though you can't see it clearly, if you keep on moving and keep on going within your path and going towards what you want in life, the answers will come to you. Things will start it was almost like a puzzle piece, right? It's gonna start coming together. But for right now, you have to be able to detach from whatever's bringing you grief and keep on moving forward. If it is people that is bringing you grief in life, understand you never have to stay stuck to anyone. So guys, those are my questions that you need to start asking yourself in order to detach from anything that is holding you back. If these categories, you can relate to them, those are things that need to be let go. You have to let them go. If you do not let them go, your next 10 years is going to look like your past 10 years. And most people don't want that, right? We want to grow and elevate in life. We want to keep on going towards our goals, dreams, aspirations, and everybody wants to be happy. At the end of the day, whatever you're wishing for in life, it all stems down to we just want to be happy. We just want to be peaceful, right? Whatever the happiness looks like for you, right? Whatever brings you happiness, whatever that picture looks like for you, always remember when we go into a new year, you have a blank canvas and you are the artist. So you are the creator. Create that happiness, create that picture, let it unfold how you want it to unfold, right? Make the steps now. Start cutting out whatever's blocking you from getting towards that happiness for yourself. And so guys, that is all I have for you today, and I will see you in my next one. Get to everything that needs to go and no longer serves you in your life. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.